Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how to make this Christmas ball using a pattern of puff stitches. This ball is about 3¼ inches in diameter. This is what it looks like on the bottom and on the top and on the sides. It's pretty quick and easy to make. It consists of 2 halves. Each half has 3 rounds, which then are connected in the center. I am going to crochet mine using this cotton thread size 10 with the hook that is almost 2 millimeters, 1.95 millimeters. We'll begin here with a magic loop. In the magic loop, we'll make 6 puff stitches. Each stitch consists of 3 triple crochet stitches and chain 12 between them. To make the magic loop, wrap the thread around 2 fingers, pull the second thread to the front, make the first stitch and close it a little. Now we'll start with chain 4, which will count as the first triple crochet stitch. Now thread over twice, and in the magic loop we are going to start making the triple crochet stitch. I pulled the hook through once, twice, but I won't do it the last time. I'll start the next triple crochet stitch with thread over twice, and in the magic loop I'll start the next triple crochet stitch, hook through once, twice, and now I have 3 loops on my hook. I'll pull the thread through all of them together. This is the first puff stitch. Now we'll need to make a chain 12. The first chain is going to be very tight because we need to make sure this petal looks kind of pointy at the end, and then we'll continue with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chains. Now we'll repeat the process. Thread over twice. In the magic loop we'll start the first triple crochet 1, 2 times. We won't pull the hook through the third time. Thread over twice and 1, 2, not the third time, and thread over twice, 1, 2. Now we have 4 loops on the hook. We'll pull the hook through all of them together. We'll make the first chain very tight, and now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now we are making the third puff stitch. Thread over twice in the magic loop, 1, 2, not the third time, 1, 2, not the third, and one more unfinished triple crochet stitch. Now we have 4 loops on the hook, or we are pulling the hook through all of them, and 1 very tightly, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have made 3 puff stitches. Make 3 more like this, but do not make the last chain 12. I will show you how to connect the end and the beginning of this round. Now I have finished 6 puff stitches, but instead of chain 12, I'm going to make just chain 4, 2, 3, 4. And instead of the remaining chain 8, I'm going to make a very tall stitch. I don't even know the name, but thread over 4 times. And I'll insert the hook at the top of the first puff stitch, and we'll pull the hook once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and the last time. And now, instead of being at the end of this chain, we are in the middle, not exactly in the middle, but this is where we need to be, a little to the right. Now, in each chain 12 that we made, we are going to make 3 puff stitches with chain 6 between them, and just chain 1 between those groups of 3. So we'll start with chain 4, as usual. Thread over twice, 1, 2, thread over twice, 1, 2. We'll pull the hook through, 1 tight stitch, chain, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we are making another petal like this, another puff stitch, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and pull the hook through, 1 tight chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 more puff stitch in the same chain, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, pull the hook through, and just 1 chain here. So in this chain of 12, we made 3 puff stitches. Now we'll do the same in the next chain. Thread over twice, the first puff stitch, and chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the second puff stitch, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now the last, the third one. And just 1 chain. So this way, in each chain 12, we are making 3 puff stitches, chain 6 between them, and just chain 1 here. Finish this round, I will do the same, and then I will show how to continue. Well, now I have almost finished this round. I will make chain 1 and a slip stitch in the top of the first puff stitch, like this. And now the third and the last round of this first half. In each chain 6 that we made, we are going to make 2 puff stitches with 7 chains between them. We'll start with a couple slip stitches in order to get under this chain. They can be made under this chain or in those chains. I'll make a couple slip stitches, and we'll start as usual with chain 4 and the unfinished triple crochet, another one, and now 1 tight chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 we are going to make here. Now in the same chain 6 we are making another puff stitch, and this time just chain 1. We are moving on to the next chain 6, first puff stitch, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll need to make another puff stitch in the same chain, and this time just chain 1, and one more time in the next chain 6, the first puff stitch or a petal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more in the same chain, chain 1, and continue working like this. In each chain 6 make 2 puff stitches, chain 7 between them, and chain 1 between the groups of 2 puff stitches. And now I have almost finished this round. I'll make chain 1 and a slip stitch at the top of this first puff stitch. This half of the ball is ready. We can cut off the thread and hide it, and do the same with the thread that we have left from the magic loop. And after that we will need to make another half like this. I am not going to show how to do it. Rewind the video if necessary, or just follow the pattern. Make the first and the second round. I will make them also, and then I will show you how to connect the 2 halves of the ball. Here I have finished the first 2 rounds of the second half of the ball. So this is the first half. Also, please pay attention that I made a little bigger opening here. They can be made equal, of course, but I just wanted one to be a little bigger because we'll need something to insert a rubber balloon later. And now we are going to make the third round, and while we are making this third round, we are also going to connect the first half. At first, we'll make a couple of slip stitches to get closer to the center of the chain, and chain 4, a triple crochet stitch, not finished, a triple crochet stitch. Now we have 3. We'll close them together, and we'll make the first chain. Now remember, we were making chain 7 here, and the reason we need the odd number is we need a chain in the middle to connect those pieces. So we've made chain 1, 2, 3. The 4th chain will also be the connecting chain. We can start anywhere here. I'll just choose one of those chains and I'll find the middle chain. I will insert the hook here. We'll pull the thread through. This is my fourth chain, and now 1, 2, 3. I have 7. Now we'll need to make another petal here, another puff stitch. So 1, 2, 3. We'll close them together. And remember, we are making 2 puff stitches here in each chain 6. So now we are moving on to the next chain. We'll make chain 1 here, and we are moving on here with the next stitch. Now chain 1, 2, 3, and we can connect the next chain here. This is the chain in the middle, like this, and 1, 2, 3 chains. The next puff stitch, chain 1 here. We are moving on, and we'll start working in the next chain. The first puff stitch, consisting of 3 triple crochet stitches. Chain 1, 2, 3, and after the third one, we'll make our connection. Once again, we'll find the chain in the middle. This will be our chain 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more puff stitch. Chain 1. Continue working like this, connecting the first and the second part, making 2 puff stitches in each chain 6 and 7 chains between them, connecting in the middle. At the end of the round, after we made this last connection, and after this last connection, chain 3, another puff stitch, we'll just, and after this puff stitch, chain 1, and now we'll just make a slip stitch in this first puff stitch at the top of it. And now the ball is almost ready. To shape the ball, make a strong starch solution. I have a video about it on my channel. Watch it if you need to, or use white glue if you choose so. Soak the ball there for a few minutes. Wring it out very well. Otherwise, there will be a film, thin film of starch or glue between the elements of the pattern. And then insert a rubber balloon through one of the poles of this ball, like this, and blow it. Make sure you straighten the elements of the pattern, like this, and leave it to dry for about 24 hours. After that, make a loop hanger using some thread or ribbon, and the ball is ready. This is it for today. If you liked the video and the ball that we made together, please push the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet but would like to be informed of all the new projects, please consider subscribing and pushing the bell button. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.